Okay, I have a very special update. I don't usually get to talk about DSP, but I get to talk about DSP today. Because usually the issue with Darkside Phil is that he's like so he's one of those people that you just have to be in the know with, and rarely does anything happen with him where it's like, oh, that's really funny. It's like a random person. This is pretty funny actually. This is Darkside Phil. He has a $300 what they call a fighting stick. It's a special tournament quality import controller that's like an arcade joystick and buttons, just like on old fighting arcade cabinets. And it's made with the best materials, and it has the lowest latency for inputs and shit. Has the fewest dropped inputs. So this is what people use when they play the game seriously. Darkside Phil sprung for one. Said he loved it when he first got it, and then uh, broke it. That's the word I was looking for. So he broke it. Let's be clear. That's what happened. Let's listen to him break some shit. You ready?
So, this sucks ass. Like, why the fuck did they do it this way? Besides, they're morons, and they didn't test to see if another brand's joystick would fit inside the Kanba base, right?
I mean, why would they? Why would they want other joysticks to fit inside their controller? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the absolute distinction here. Appears that he's pulled out like a 36 tool Swiss Army knife and is just like gutting this controller live on stream. This is his podcast, by the way. He has like several different podcasts and shows. I spoke to a guy. I guess I could say this. I spoke to the guy that did the documentary on Boogie and then the documentary on Darkside Phil because he wanted to talk to me. And it's been so long now. I think that documentary's dead. But he wanted to talk to me because I'm someone who has a perspective of having been around Darkside Phil antics for like a decade, but I have no interest in them. And he wanted like a really neutral perspective on Darkside Phil, which I guess is and like the A-logs, which I guess is I come closer to that than a lot of other people. And we spoke for about like an hour or two about Darkside Phil and the A-logs and stuff. And his thing was because he had met Phil in person and he had met his wife, Kat, in person, and they had hung out for a while. And he said, I said something about Phil being lazy, and he made a point to immediately correct me and say, Darkside Phil is not lazy. Darkside Phil puts in obscene amounts of work into his shit, and he streams on this like he was like when they were talking about scheduling, he would never reschedule a stream. It was like I have to stream that day. I stream for 8 hours or 4 hours here and 4 hours here. I do my podcast like that. He did not allow me to call Phil lazy. And it was just sort of like I think his perspective was that and I'm not trying to paraphrase him here. This is just my interpretation. The Dark Side Phil is someone who puts in a lot of work, but in like the wrong direction. It's like you have a car stuck in mud, kind of, where it's like the wheels are spinning, there's gas being burned, the engine's roaring, but you're not getting anywhere. And that I feel like that was his impression about Darkside Phil's business strategy. Because he does do a lot of shit. He streams for like hours and hours and does podcasts and like timestamps his own. I don't even timestamp my own fucking podcast. I let people in the archives leave comments to timestamp my fucking videos. Darksideville does his own timestamps and everything, so he's putting in the effort. He's just not very good at it. You know what I mean? I can believe that. I trust his interpretation on that. Anyways, that's him fucking around in the background of this. He starts yelling about the company.
Trust me, guys, if I had the money, I would get it right now. If I had the money, I would literally buy another stick right now that's PC, PS5 compatible. But, you know, I'm not made of money. I just don't have it.
Oh, because he's broke. I guess I'll just say... No, actually, the other clips say it for me. I'll let him say it. It's funnier that way.
Oh, this button's already fucked up again. It's already stuck. Oh, my God. What a nightmare this is going to be. My light kick's not going to work. Nope. Fuck these idiots. Fuck Kanba. You fucking pieces of shit. You fucked me on your shitty ass $300 rip-off joystick where I can't put any stick I want in it because you designed it poorly because you're a bunch of fucking idiots. You fucking losers. You scam artists. I can't believe you fucked me like this. So I can't use this. This joystick's fucked up now.
I love that line. Like the sincerity and the anger, like the soft anger, not the yelling anger, just the you fucked me on this. That's perfect. That's Kino, as they might say. Now this is his original view of it, where he says he loves it. He's like so excited for it. The best joystick he's ever owned, etc.
So thanks Rare Tricks for the last super chat. And I received $1 tip so far today. Wow, this has been a great podcast, huh? Just everything's going my way today. How could possibly things go any better for me today, right?
$1. I think actually, if I go to his channel, let me just do this real quick, see if I can get away with this. You know how things are with me. Might always just break in my hand. DSP Gaming. Podcast. And then the level 1 podcast. Here we go. We're processing this video, it says. That's okay. So this is episode 377. That's crazy. 377. He must do that like every day, I think. And then he streams for an hour and a half of just this podcast. So he streamed for an hour and a half. So that is 90
Hello,
minutes.
Everyone. Real life Dumas here. And
90 minutes. Divide 100 by 90, and you would get a little more than a penny. This is how I used to think about things when I was in Whataburger. If I made $9.5 an hour. So if I looked at anything, I would be like measuring it in minutes. Like I knew exactly how many like cents per minute I made. So if I bought food, if I paid my car insurance or whatever, I'm just thinking like, yeah, that's 6 hours. That's 40 minutes. That's 40 minutes of fries to buy that. You gotta think about this in DSP hours. He makes less than 1 penny a minute. That's less than 1 penny a minute on some streams. So when he has to pay all those taxes and all those grocery bills and all this shit he's got to pay for, he's measuring it at 1 penny a minute. This is a $300 fighting stick. That's 30,000 minutes. That's 30,000 minutes of streaming. I gotta do. Is that right? No. Yeah, it is right? Yeah, 30,000 minutes. 30,000 minutes at $1 for an hour and a half. That's rough. And you can just tell by the way he talks. He hates booting up that fucking webcam and talking about video games. He hates this shit.
Oh, uh-oh. Not good. It dropped stuff. Yep. That's not good at all. Couldn't get a standard combo.
He has been complaining about online lag and dropped inputs for like 16 fucking years now. I want to say that the original DSP Rage videos on YouTube, if you go out and you find like DSP Rage Street Fighter, it's the same fucking shit. It's him talking about online lag, online combos. Oh my god, I'm getting nostalgia now. Hold up. DSP online. Wait, it's like DSP gets. Oh, double perfect. That's it. It's the double perfect one. Oh, this guy. Oh, this is the video. 14 years ago.
Wow, what a great opponent I have for my final match of the night. Wonder Waffle 407. I'm sure he's been looking forward to this with his Wonder Waffles. Almost 12,000 point Bison. See how he does.
Who will come out on top? Fight!
What the hell? Fuck you.
Oh. I forgot about this. He's playing. He's the guy in the blue. The big guy, the brawny guy, is Darkside Phil. But the Bison guy is Wonder Waffle, the guy that's trolling him. And this first round, he just like throws, like he's playing really bad.
He's horrible.
Yeah, see, even Darkside feels like he's just letting me win.
He is terrible. Absolutely awful. I love it.
Absolutely awful.
Only
Online.
shitty may apply.
Dude, he hasn't changed in 14 fucking years. He says the exact same shit. And this is the great part. Okay, so he loses that first round. This is an ancient video.
Can't do anything. I was pressing buttons.
I was pressing buttons. That's such a classic. I was pressing buttons is the look here listen for Darkside Phil. It's just like the ubiquitous like A-log meme that they all come back to even 14 fucking years later. I was pressing buttons.
I was actually trying to throw, so I didn't get a tech and I didn't get a fucking throw. I got nothing. The entire round was because I couldn't fucking do any moves online. Wow, dude. He didn't get one legitimate hit. Can't block. Tried to block, he jumped back. Look at this, I can't do anything. I'm not doing anything, I'm just getting hit.
I don't know anything about fighting games, but the way that like he's complaining that he's getting countered despite not doing anything, and I've had this explained to me from people that play fighting games. He's very obviously trying to do like basic attacks that are getting predicted and countered perfectly in this fight. So when he's sitting there and he's saying like I'm not doing anything, why am I getting countered? He's just lying out of his fucking ass. Like he's actively trying to fight back against this guy and getting countered just like at like a mathematical level.
Oh my god! I did absolutely nothing half that time and still got hit. I was holding back to block, he's jumping, I try to fucking do nothing, he does stuff. Unbelievable. Double perfect. This is online play. This is what you want to see. This is amazing, the level of quality of this online play. Now it's funny how the first round I beat his ass and all of a sudden the second and third rounds none of my moves happen or work. No blocking, no special attack.
It doesn't even occur to him that the guy's just fucking with him the first. I love it so much. I love it so much. And he hasn't changed. He's still complaining about the exact same fucking shit.
That wasn't even close to being a normal podcast show. We have like pretty much no shout outs to do because no one contributed because I was messing around with the joystick. Please support the streams today. This is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Yes, we are actually doing Elden Ring now. That's what I'm playing today, not Street Fighter 6.
Angie, you didn't give me enough money.
Let's get set up, everybody. Now, guys, I know this was very weird. All right, please support the stream. Typically, I would have had a lot more things to do to shout out there on the podcast, but because I was messing with the joystick, basically we got next to no contributions. That sucks. It's not always good to get a good head start. Please support the stream today. You know the deal. I try to raise $50 in tips every stream. Anything above that is greatly appreciated. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, tips, all great. Anything to contribute for my final day of the week is great. So basically,
I mean, $50 for 90 minutes. How much is that? It's like $30 an hour, thereabout. 45, 90 divided by. No, it's not even. It's 30, closer to 30. Sorry, the heat is frying my brain like an egg. Not that much, especially not where he lives in Seattle. It's probably like median for the U.S. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem worth it. He really just seems to hate like video games and playing video games. I like if I hated running the forum and doing the podcast, I just fucking wouldn't do it. I can't imagine like, especially for like that amount of money. You know, it's like, I guess the convenience is that you get to stay inside your house, but how much money is it worth it to deal with someone to do a job especially a job that doesn't progress you. You know what I mean? Like there are some jobs where there's like career opportunities, and people, especially like people like in middle management, they have like this grind set where it's like if I do 10 years or whatever, eventually I can go up, or at 20 I can retire with my pension or whatever. With his game shit, it's like he has nowhere to go. Like he's already peaked. He'll never be that good again. He hates his job. He hates his fans. He's already like known as like the biggest fucking asshole ever. Um, like his lucky break ain't coming. So it's a little bit crazy that he sticks through with it. I guess it's like all he knows at this point. He doesn't want to go back to. I feel like maybe he thinks that like people, if he if he quits, then like people will win. You know what I mean? Like the A-logs win. So he just like, even though he hates it, he stays through with it.
Thank you for watching this clip by Colonel J. This is the King of Bold here. Remember to like and subscribe. Juice!